Joining me now to discuss all of these appointments is Stephen Farnsworth. He's a political analyst at the University of Mary Washington. Hello to you. Good to see you today. So let's begin with the appointment of Tom Homan. He was in charge of ICE. He has made his position on immigration and Biden's policies around the border very clear. What does it mean for making Donald Trump's plan that he talked about during the campaign a reality?
Well, it's important to recognize that Donald Trump makes a lot of promises, but this one, I think, above all, the immigration question, is the promise that he intends to keep. When you look at these first appointments, these are non-cabinet positions, but they're ahead of cabinet appointments. You can see just how important this immigration issue is to Donald Trump and how much this new administration, when it comes in January, will be focused on this topic.
So what do you know about Thomas Homan and his background? Why would Trump pick him?
Yeah, we're talking about somebody who is very committed to Donald Trump personally, but also very committed to a hard line with respect to immigration. In the clip that you just played, when the question was, what do you do about a situation where some members of a family are citizens and some are not? People born in the United States to people who are undocumented are citizens under U.S. law. Homan's answer is just send them all back to whatever country some of the members came from. And so the question of citizenship is a complicated one in terms of parents and children, but not from this interpretation. So that speaks, I think, to very aggressive enforcement that is being planned by Trump and his team.
All right, let's talk about Elise Stefanik. She has been offered the role of UN ambassador. On that note, I should also mention people we know who won't be part of Trump's team: Nikki Haley, who served in that role, and Mike Pompeo, who also served under President Trump first time round. So what about Elise Stefanik? Why would she be chosen to take on this position with the UN?
Well, once again, we're talking about a question of loyalty. This is somebody who is one of the top Republican supporters of Donald Trump in the House of Representatives. At a time when many Republicans, right after the January 6th insurrection, were talking about barring Trump for life from government and other things, impeaching him a second time, Stefanik was one of the true believers in the Trump movement. One thing to note, I think, particularly for your audience, her district in upstate New York is the district that borders Canada along the western side of Lake Champlain. And so you're talking about somebody who has more of a connection to Canada than many Republicans who are often from southern states. And so that may be of some use to Canada as you deal with the precarious questions of tariffs and other issues that may be a problem for Canada and the United States to work out in this new administration.
And then there's Stephen Miller. We also learned that he's also going to be in charge, and he's another Trump loyalist.
Absolutely. This is somebody who has been a very, very aggressive proponent of strong strategies relating to these questions of immigration. And so what you see across the choices that the Trump team has made so far is very much a focus on questions of loyalty and very much an emphasis on people who want to take a hard line on the immigration question.
All right, and there's a lot more positions to come to be announced. Stephen Farnsworth, thank you so much for being with us today. I really do appreciate your time.